Back everybody, I'm starting to play some more Stoneshard, doing the one-handed Mace build. It's going pretty good for us so far. Well, except for the fact yesterday we got beat up, but we're not going to talk about that. Everything else is going pretty well, and we're going to rescue an emissary, which I'm pretty excited for, because this is probably my favorite contract in the whole game, to be perfectly honest. Take a quick look here, and we are pretty set up overall. Food, water, purse. I think we're okay. Let's fill up this, just in case we need it. And let's go ahead and head over to the fort then. I mean, there's nothing really holding us back at this point. I'm gonna pull up over here and check. I got a fair amount of comments yesterday talking about cursed items and whatnot, and I appreciate people's input on it. I did make this clear. A couple people saying that, you know, about selling cursed items at the Rotten Rillo Tavern. I am aware of that. Normally, I don't think it's necessarily worth it. What I usually do is anything that might be worth it, I typically just throw on the ground, and once I go to the Rotten Rillo Tavern and have it unlocked, I'll pick up that stuff and sell it there. If it's really worth it. Usually items aren't worth selling unless it's like jewelry and stuff. So some of those items, you know, especially if you're going there anyways, heck yeah, bring them and sell them. But normally, as one person kind of commented, it's not worth the trip just to go there to sell things normally. So I don't usually too much with it. And unidentified stuff, I don't think they'll buy unidentified stuff. I think it's only cursed things. And then somebody did comment as well, why not just wear the ring? You know, only in fights and stuff. But once you put that ring on, you're not taking it off until you disenchant it. So there is that as well. And I'll respond to those comments. My sleep schedule has been all over the place lately. I went like over 30 hours without being able to fall back to sleep. And that was only after a couple hours of sleep to begin with. So I finally got to sleep a little bit, but you know, anybody who kind of suffers through that once in a while, probably well aware that that doesn't make you feel normal to finally sleep again. It helps, but it takes a bit to kind of shake that off. But I work night shift, and that's just one of the joys of working on off shift. Every once in a while, these things just happen to you. Here we are. But I do want to thank everyone for leaving comments. You know, sometimes it's just a nice way to kind of clarify something that I might have missaid or may not have made clear. If somebody stepped on a trap down there and it's getting gassed. Oh my. That's interesting. I'm not too worried about these guys since they're low here. Should be able to bust them up pretty quickly. Man, is this game a bit too loud? It's pretty loud in my ears. I'm just messing with the sound of the other game too, and I felt like that was maybe a little bit too loud. Let's go down just a little bit. During a fight, I want you to be able to hear it, but still want you to be able to hear me too. Probably could have kicked that off much earlier. Ooh, just go right with that. Nice. It sounds like that gentleman has passed. His concerns and worries and threats about daily life are no longer. The burden has been lifted. Ooh, free soup. It might be peasant soup, but soup is soup. I don't pass up free food. Nice. Very nice. Let's down here pop this. Yeah, I can do without the coal. It says it's valuable. I would disagree. Not to be rude, but this value is in the eye of the beholder. I was playing a ranged build yesterday, and I'm so used to like trying to backtrack and create clean shots. Now that I kind of forgot that I don't have to do that. I think you're in trouble, friend. You never even stood a chance. Let's see what kind of food they got. Wonderful. Not wonderful. That is gross. I'll leave that just for funsy. But yeah, I'm very interested in this ring. The hunger resistance, I'm not sure about though. think if we can get the, what was it, under survival? Yeah, next vitality point, we can put a point in vitality. Decreases hunger and thirst by 20%. I think that would negate enough of it to make it very well worth it. I'm very excited for that, actually. I'm not positive it's going to happen today going to these lower dungeons, but if nothing else, we'll go to Manshire, and I think we'll be able to clean that up nicely. Let's go visit our friend who decided to poison himself to death. That's not a good look. Here's my recommendation in life is don't go out like that. A wizard in the tier 1. Never thought I'd see the day. You destroyed your own rug. They're gonna make you pay for that. I'd imagine tapestry is pretty expensive here. Especially a tapestry as large as this. Sir. Thank you. I don't even want to know what that unidentified staff could possibly be. Armor pen. Armor pen's nice, but we already have a lot of it. Body part damage? That's actually kind of nice. Not gonna lie, I was really hoping for something else, but... And it's only 10%, but body part damage is body part damage. Aw, you kidding me? Well, at least this one doesn't really have anywhere to run. Sir, if you could stop that. Sir. Thank you. Wow, he was packing some goods. Not even mad, I'm just impressed. Keep the identification scroll just in case I see something I really like. I have seen worse, apparently. We're pushing through this dungeon rather quickly, which I'm very excited for. It's nice to be able to get a spot where you can really move through these things in a timely manner. There's our friend. I stole a zapper. He doesn't need to know about that. There's the boss room. Fantastic. I'm bleeding. Less fantastic. Let's go ahead and handle that now, I guess. I think his friend might be acutely aware of what's going on here. Good. We might have just pulled one of them. We did not. Nope, this one. Probably should just save that for the other guy. Yeah, I'm just surprised they didn't switch out. I think our offensive tactics might have really saved us there. I think that bleed resistance. And we have dealt with him. And him alike. Unidentified dagger, you say? Not gonna lie, unidentified dagger does tempt me. Let's see what else we find. I suppose we can unlock this. I appreciate your assistance. A bit of a mishap, really. Not for their vile ambush. I'd make short work of these scoundrels, I assure you. Yeah, of course. I'm an excellent fencer, so wouldn't even break a sweat disposing of these rubes. But enough idle talk. You go now. I'll bide my time, cover the flanks for a safe retreat. Sure. What great writing. One more thing, the magistrate always pays its debt. Take this paper, it might help you make your way in our society. Yes, this is the regard I was talking about. It can be used to improve standing with the Grand Magistrate, or sold any sort of way, which I wouldn't recommend it. Now, I don't think it matters really where you use it. But it might, so we'll see. We'll hold on to it until we get to somewhere more proper. It might just increase standing everywhere. I really can't remember. It's just that it will increase it through each realm, each town. In the realm, I should say. Evenly. Frost damage. I don't think anything's really resistant to frost damage. I'm not gonna lie, if I could find even crit and frost damage on a mace, that'd be pretty stellar. Elemental damage on weapons I feel like is really good. And like poison, I don't think affects the undead at all, but frost damage and burn damage, electric damage affects everything. It's very nice. Oh well, c'est la vie, maybe someday we'll get lucky. Until then, a boy can dream. And by boy, I mean a fully grown, adult middle-aged man, such as myself. Probably shouldn't have done that, in retrospect. But at least we're able to push ourselves out. I was too busy dreaming about, sweet, sweet maces. I like this Warhammer a lot, though. What will happen, because I feel like this is always what happens, is I'll, buy a really, really nice mace, and then I'll find a mace that's much lower tier with much lower damage, but it will have a buff on it that I kind of enjoy, and then I'll go, whoa. Now I don't know what to do. On top of the fact that I'm mad that I just bought that mace. I'm not going to use it anymore. But, you know, these things happen. If everything was cut and dry and simple in this game, right, it would be a lot less enjoyable. You don't always feel that way when you pick up something you really want, but it is indeed the case, so you gotta remember. Should have ate the pear. Should have ate the stew. Stew's probably not gonna last you. Actually, it's good for 2 days. It's kind of gross. Imagine just keeping a stew like in your pocket for 2 days. Imagining that's still good. Imagine, I can't imagine that it was good to begin with, you know, either. Does decrease fatigue, which is always nice. Well, these things happen. I think that was our last contract for this town. If I remember correctly, we did the other two yesterday after we were completely unable to finish the one in Bryn. However, I suspect by the time we return to Bryn, that will no longer be the case. Not only should we have gained a bit more of a level and maybe experience and maybe even better gear, which I would like to very much replace this sometime soon. And gloves as well, to be perfectly honest, but I think our chest piece is kind of holding us back. Out here, we're super strong, but elsewhere, not so much. Well, let's take a nap. So we can turn this in the morning. So what we have that's worth selling. And then probably head back out to Manshire. Where, I don't know why I hit that. Get some proper experience. I can't believe I actually have a good cat cam going on right now. For once in my life, cats are actually in my cat cam. And I'm recording. Oh, why did I do that? Not only was that the wrong thing to drink. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna eat this. Told you my brain's not working quite right after strange amount of sleep. Oh, yep. What did I just say? My brain's not working right. Yep, please vomit. Thank you. That was all wonderful. Good job, Absurdum. You drank the wrong potion. You opened the wrong things. There we go. Get my life together. So distracted by my cat and cat game. Vomiting up soup. Over a pear. Nah, let's be honest, it sounds like something I would do. Nothing here of greater unique value. He does have some money to buy our things, which is good. Oh, that's what I have equipped. I was like, what now? I like the life drain, but I don't really care for this necklace in particular. But until I really find something that shines, it's gonna have to do. The dagger is nice, but we'll sell it to our friend. I don't think he's gonna give us much for it. To be perfectly honest, 12 gold, yeah. It's pretty damaged, among other things. If we're gonna use a shield, this is one of my favorite. I've never gone heavy shield before. I think I would like to do that. Maybe a nice sword and board, just tank up. Heavy armor. Heavy armor and shields. That could be a fun I found your mercenary friend. Or, emissary friend, excuse me. I'm your mercenary friend. Don't you forget it. Speaking of which, how much do you like me? Please like me. We did get... Actually, we're not too far from getting respected. I had no idea. And we're pretty close to getting the next tier with them, too. Not so much with them. Unfortunately. But maybe that will change here in a bit when I use this paper. I'm going to go to Manshire. We'll use the papers there just in case it is town specific. Because really, who cares about Osbrook? Who cares about Manshire either? But I don't think it is town specific. But if it is, then at least we'll use it at Manshire. That counts for something. Not much, but something. Ah, yes, all my goods laying around. Yes, it seems to have improved it with all of them, as I was pretty sure it would do. And it's just 50 reps, so who cares? Actually, it's worth twice as much in Bryn. That's really nice. That very much helps cover some of my losses there. And that kind of makes some sense. So I do have a bit of money sitting around here. What else do we got going on? Let's drop this purse. Don't need that. Let's not use that. Inventory is looking pretty solid there. Bunch of random things that we have on the ground. Are you selling anything particularly nice? Not by the looks of it. Let's visit our friends down here. Because I might need to get things repaired, actually. No real surprise. Let's see. That is rather damaged. Clips I don't particularly care about. Everything else is looking pretty good. Just really damaging the heck out of our mace by crushing people's skulls in. No real surprise. In fact, I wouldn't have it any other way. I did buy it to do one thing, right? This is the thing. He's just appreciating his post-dinner sit. He doesn't seem to be enjoying it at all, actually. Maybe he ate too much and his stomach hurts. I understand those pains. I went with a friend yesterday to get Mexican food, which was a lot of fun. It was a really fun lunch. It was a late lunch, which I wasn't particularly planning on, but that's alright. So I had plans to take my father out for Father's Day. I worked Father's Day, so I was like, well, you know, we'll take you out during the week. And I picked Mexican with my friend because I thought, nah, there's no way in hell my father will pick Mexican for a place to eat, right? You can see where this story's going. He picked Mexican. So I ate Mexican back to back. But you know what? It wasn't the same restaurant, thank God. We have like 20 Mexican restaurants in my small suburb. But they were both delicious, especially the second one I went to. So it works out. Let's drop off our extra money here. I'm pretty happy with our being. Starting to stockpile money again, which feels nice. Let's set this POI on the way up just to see what it's all about. There could potentially be people there that want to be relieved of the burdens of life. And, well, I am the reliever. Release your burdens onto me through my hammer. And also, it's just a nice experience to come discover places, and it's fun. Who knows what we could find? We could find anything between just bandits hanging out at some crappy little camp to giant spiders that will spit acid at us. Or they spit webs, but you know what? They explode into acid when you crush them with a hammer. Or, you know, when you kill them in any other fashion. Out here, though, I imagine it's either going to be a hunting ground or probably just bandits. Well, that's not what I really wanted from life. That got me a bit closer to him. He missed a shot. Twice. Wonderful. Keep running, friend. was hoping that would kind of keep him from using abilities. But he's died, so it matters not. A little bit of extra experience. Hired sorcerer is worth 100. What am I looking for here? I don't know why I pulled up that map. It wasn't going to tell me where I was. This local map area. That's too far north. Do you know that? There it is. So usually when you spot it, it's pretty obvious. Let's go down this way, because I don't want to pull too many people, but it seems too late. It seemed like a rather brutal end, I'm not gonna lie. It's a silly time to throw that net. I crit him and then stunned him. What a way to go. He hits me for 3 health and then I hit him for 24 and stun. Lovely. Who's next? What's this? Defensive tactics, right. More? Oh, I don't want that. Well, apparently I can't throw that nearly as far as I thought I could. So he was gonna drop him, I was like, yeah, might as well throw it at his head. It's not very often you get to throw things at people. There's a dagger perk that lets daggers double in throwing damage, and I always want to make that work, you know? I don't think it's going to. I want to make it work. Especially if you get like a nice stealth like crit throw. That'd be a fun like throwing daggers with stealth if stealth was, you know, like properly in this game. Very nice. That would be really cool. My morale is sky high though, so we're not gonna worry about it too much. I don't want to lose my blessing, so we'll just take a rest and save. I'd sleep till morning to keep the game nice and bright and easy to see what's going on, but I don't feel like I'd have to walk back to town to get another blessing. I don't want to do that. Though I think we're going to get that level here. Maybe we'll pop on a nice little ring. It will sizzle when we slide it on our finger. And grasp once it's on all the way. It'll make me very hungry. Hungry for blood. Yes. That sounds nice. Just wandering around lost in the woods, which I've been doing a lot with my ranged build that I was playing. In fact, I picked up Pathfinder, which is, that's what it's called. Yeah, Pathfinder there. That's you. It basically makes hunting very easy in the game, or I should say much easier because you can actually find the prey that you're stalking for. Find footprints and follow them around the forest. It's actually a really cool kind of experience in the game. Just making boatloads of money. Pretty low level. Just hunting in the woods now that I have a decent bow. It's actually really fun. I find a lot of fun in that. I know they want to add fishing to the game. I think that would be really lovely as well. I'm sure it would be rather basic and it would be more or less just a way to find food. Less of a way to make money, I bet. But nonetheless, I think that would be fun. Looking good here. Let's go ahead and pop some of those in me. But stealth is the other thing that I'd like to really see properly in. And not just for your classic stealth archer build, but stealth stabbing would be cool. Or just stealth throwing weapons would be a lot of fun. Sir, I've come to punish you. Banditry is not the way. People will literally pay you to murder people. You don't have to rob them. Oh my. Let's come set this off. Really? Yeah, I hit him. Now he's bleeding. Took 31 damage. It didn't pop up on screen. I didn't see it, but it definitely happens. Interesting. Defensive tactics. Just seems... This guy's gotta be close to dead, so... Oh, he dropped a nice pair. Wonderful. I'm trying to throw this one up. No promises. Great news, he's dead. Oh, hello. Sir, you were not supposed to do that. We still have one bandage left, which is a little less than I'd prefer to have. However, there is a library. You never know what you might find in these bookshelves. Strangely enough, like that. Or another one of those potions, because you accidentally drank one thinking it was water. These things happen. This appears to be a kitchen. Well, I didn't expect him to step up. I had to use that ability first. Get scared. Get scared. Aim. Step forward. Break his aim. He'll shoot. Should be out of arrows. Nope. Should be out of arrows. There we go. It's either 4 or 5. He's not going to survive this. He has no chance. Yeah. Wonderful. It's a nice way to collect free arrows too, if you're playing ranged and have to buy them and they're expensive. They are expensive. Well, we already know what that is. Come at me, brethren. Made a mistake. I mean, not that he had a chance anyways, but... I might have made a mistake. It's good to go for defensive tactics up. Try to keep us from getting bled. Oops, hit the wrong button. There we go. That's alright. We made it work. I think having 50% lifesteal and 50% energy steal or whatever that's called is gonna... Oh, very nice. I think it's rather unstoppable. Can I apply this to anything? Sure. These things are so much money. I killed 2 foxes yesterday on one like hunting trip. Came back, Asper couldn't even handle the kind of income. Felt like, man, I'm used to just rolling through and bankrupting the town. Lovely experience. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Oh, already been in this room. Oh, thought that was the door that I came in. My brain will wake up eventually. Boss room? Indeed. That both saw me crap. One of them seems to be coming right for me, though. I think that saved me a lot of pain. Though I could have set that up a little bit better. Honey, hornet. Honey. I don't know why I thought that said honey drink. Probably because Dirk, but you know. Dirk and drink really aren't that far off. I'm gonna say that's understandable. It's not understandable. It's nonsense. You just effed your friend over so badly. He's dealt with. And so are you. Healer staff, gross. Surprised we did not level. There it is. 8 experience off. I was gonna say, I felt like we were really close. We are. Explains everything. We have found the record and another hide, which I will make room for, of course. 4 hides are also worth a tremendous amount. I found out squirrel pelts are worth like 150 and they're just 2 spaces. Squirrels are fantastic hunting money. Would have never guessed. We're loaded up on loot. This will feel nice. No one in town is a leather worker that's going to pay a lot of money for it. I mean, the blacksmith's son is, but I don't think he carries enough money. I think he's a leather worker. I think he pays like leather worker prices. Speaking of which. It's not really worth trying to bring back. It's worth 600 gold, my lord. I don't think so. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. It's sheepskin. Which I would imagine is quite nice. You son of a... Please die. Thank you. So we wanted the point in vitality, right, for the skill. Just want to make sure before I throw in something stupid. That gets us an extra 15% health, or 15 health, which is very nice. Increased block chance, which I don't think is going to matter. Control resistance is always pretty nice. Here we are. Pain resistance will also be very nice. So if we go over to this, I want to take a good look at the stats. I don't normally scour them this much, but having a good understanding of this page, I think, brings a lot of understanding and a lot to be gained. Where is hunger resistance? Right there. So if we pick this up, we're gonna have to refresh it. Might have to open it back up. Pain resistance now 20. Hunger resistance still says 0. Interesting. So how does that count then? Let's go ahead and slip a ring on. Obviously this one can go. Listen for it. Yeah, you can hear it. Yeah, so it says minus 33%, but I'm supposed to be getting at 20% slower. This is interesting. Might have to go to the Discord and see what people know about this. I wonder if it really will slow my hunger. Either way, I think it's going to be worth it. We can always buy food. Obviously, it's not ideal, but we can always buy food. What we can't buy is health in the middle of a combat. No, that guy didn't even hit us, so we didn't get to see the life drain. It's a bit silly. Let's enchant some gold. Sure. Also unable to touch us. Well, so far the lifesteal isn't really impressing anybody. So we've yet to take any damage. But the bonus health feels nice. Getting 130. Yeah, I can get behind that. All right, let's return home. Keep an eye on my finger. Just see how quickly it rises, because I feel like they should cancel out for just a total of an extra 13%, which really isn't that big of a deal. 33% is a big deal. 13, not so much. Especially for 15% lifesteal is a tremendous amount. I hate finding some bandits, or, 10. This might really allow me to do fight with the troll much easier too, or much earlier than I normally would. I don't find the reward for the troll to really be that great. You just get that cape now. I don't think it's really that great. It's not bad, but this elven cape is pretty nice. But sometimes you just fight the troll to fight the troll, you know? And that's just how life goes. I'll just leave it, but I don't think anyone's going to be open to do it, so we're going to have to take the night off and rest. Oh, never mind, they are still open. What am I talking about? It's just so dark that I kind of assumed they weren't. And we're pretty early in the episode. I feel like we can go out and knock off another dungeon real quick, as we're able to go through them quicker and quicker. Get more done. That was a majority of his money right there. We'll sell this. Yeah, he's not gonna be able to buy these things. This book? No. Okay, let's make a... It's gonna be hard to decipher because there's random stuff everywhere, but we'll make a sell pile over here, I guess. Jeez Louise. We could buy... Well, yeah, we could... Yeah, let's do that. Let's buy some... Identification... No, a nice gambling scroll there. And some bandages. I'm glad we came here, actually. Because that was actually my last bandage I used. Oof. Don't need splints and things. We got a bajillion of those laying out. We'll probably be keeping this for a bit. Dodge chance. You know what? I'll take dodge chance. It's not terrible. It's just 3%, but... all that stuff adds up. And despite the fact that we're tired and we could use a nice rest to get that fatigue back, I think we're okay. Drop that. Feel okay leaving that behind. I think we're ready to keep this on us. Feel like I got a fair amount of inventory already full here, but we'll be alright. Let's stock more rock. It's what my grandpappy always told me. That's not true. He died when I was like 2, but hadn't he? Had he still been alive? There's a small chance that he might have told me that once. It's very small. He was a farmer. He didn't work at like a radio station or anything. He's probably never said that once in his entire existence, but I could dream. I like the version of my grandfather that might have said that better than my actual grandfather, who probably never would have said that. I'm sure he's a swell guy, but anybody who says that's way cooler. Point in case, look at me. I'm the epitome of cool. I stay up for almost 40 hours against my will. Sleep at weird times. And talk to myself constantly while playing video games. But at least now I can say I do it for other people's entertainment for... Unlike the decades I just did it by myself. And it was weird. I'm gonna be going in there with a nice bit of blessing there. Oh, we made it back right in time for the morning. The shop's open. I thought it was... things were closing. No, things were just opening. Yeah, there's no way our hunger's going up 33% more. It's gotta be 13. Because there should still be a 33% difference between these two. And I feel like that's accurate. Let's see this. I'm pretty confident on that, despite... I wish it would have shown up in the stats a bit better, but... oh well. You can't have it all. Where's everybody? So, where are your friends? I don't care for that. There's that nice life steal. Yes. Wonderful. Come here. What the hell? I get it, these are weird people, but they're doing weird things in here. Even for them. We've already read it, but it's worth 200. Oh my. Well, I don't care for that. Nice. Drawing the ire of a bat. There's our boss friend. Not to us, but I think it'll be too late. Plus, I think all his other friends are dead, but if not, let's pull back anyways. I don't think he has a charge ability. It's hard to say, he's got a lot. Bloodthirst, has life drain, lead chance. It's just a stance. Blood craze, more life drain. Great. Nope, there's his friend. Should have done that earlier. That's okay. I also have life drain. switch out, don't switch out. There we go, let me kill him first. Nice. Easy peasy. Full health. Full health, feels good. Yeah, we're gonna rock those bandits next time we go back. Heyo. Got some treasure. Again, I think we're only at about 10% trying to sell this. 40% accuracy, huh? Yeah, I think we'll leave it. Especially with all this other treasure we're finding. Geez. No complaints. I wasn't expecting to find the boss room so early, but I am pleased with how we just pushed right through that. Cakewalk. So, library. Very nice. Thank you. A folio. And a range 2 treaties. Very nice, we'll take both of them. Pass on that, take that. Heads up treaties here. Take that as well. Somebody came by the stream the other day and asked me how I was picking up and moving things so quickly. And they weren't aware. They asked me what the setting was to turn that on, not realizing that there wasn't a setting or whatever. And when I'm done murdering these two, I'll explain how I do it just in case there's anyone curious to the different hotkeys for inventory management, because they are quite nice. Please get smashed. Smashed, smashed. Thank you. Leisure flare. So we'll take the sink container for instance. If you want to take everything, hit space. If you want to transfer it between containers, hold shift. If you want to open something or use something automatically, hold alt. We'll open up books. That will eat your food. And then if you are just sick of something and don't want anymore, hold control. And that is how you can get things in and out of your inventory very quickly. And it is definitely increases the flow of the game, I feel like. Anything that increases the flow of your game, it's very important. Especially in turn-based games like this, they can already be a bit slow. Feel slow at times. Especially if you're recording content for it like I am. Step up. Step down. The only thing that would really top this off is a very nice secret room. I can pass without that. Excuse me, sir. Are there any traps in here? Thank you for your help. First. Oh. We will be taking this. But for what? It's necessarily worth it. This one is, though. You never find that when you're trying to do a pyro build and you really want to unlock new things. No, no. That will never happen. Here, root. I can do without. My. How much is this one worth, though? 150? I think we can pass on that scroll. If we need it, we can come back for it. Which one of you stepped on the trap and didn't die? You. You're still healing from it, which I think is hilarious. Not that it matters. Because you're still dead. What did you have on your shelf? Oh. Experience drugs, you don't say. Those are my favorite. How did you know? No, it takes like 400 gold to buy this. Over 400 gold to buy that. yes, I'd be excited about the... Shoot, what would that be? Like ADHD medicine that I just found there. Adderall. Says it's used by, is yet another achievement of the Elven Academy. Bryn students in particular are fond of the hunger numbing and memory fortifying properties. Perfect combination for a night of cramming. See, they use it for their studies. It is Adderall. It's elf Adderall. Don't question it. Now, I've never used Adderall because I don't have a desire to abuse prescription drugs. It's a strange statement. And I, if anything, have too much focus sometimes. So I don't know how it would make you feel. Hello, friend. Especially afterwards. I couldn't imagine there's much of a quote-unquote aftermath like there is in this game from it, but there is, I would imagine it's rather unpleasant. But I've never heard anyone say, yeah, I always feel like crap afterwards, you know? They do tell me about how they got a lot of things done. And, you know, meticulously cleaned something. Or whatever it is they were trying to do. I'm at the age now that most of the people I know, though, don't really have a reason to use Adderall. Even if they do have some ADHD. Or ADD. You know, I'm far from college age, I guess that's what I'm getting at. But I think ADD and ADHD is one of those things that have become way more prevalent in the years. Not just because of a better knowledge about it and better diagnoses. But I think it's also a byproduct of all the stimulus in the world. You know, I think that makes it hard too. Growing up constantly being stimulated and then not having that anymore. I imagine it's quite difficult. You're still poor, so you can't afford these things. That's gonna make this very difficult for us. Damn you, fox pelt. Yeah, I'm not even gonna be able to carry all this loot to the next town. We're gonna just have to keep it here and slowly sell it when we visit. Holy moly. This is a unique problem. Well, let's dump all this stuff. We'll turn in the quest. That's what would. And then we'll deal with it the next time we go to Bryn, I guess. We'll see what we can take and what needs to be sold. But we still have one more contract to do right here, so Bryn will come next time. There's my money. Oh, this is a 3 skull. Very interesting. Let's go ahead, we can dump this. This is our... Definitely do not forget about and keep pile. Alright, and I think this is where we end the episode. I feel like this is going very well. I'm very pleased to put this ring on. I think it's gonna be an absolute game changer, especially since we can negate some of its downsides. But let me know what you think. I'm always excited to hear from people. Let me know how you feel like the series is going and what more you really want to see me do. I definitely want to get our rep up in Bryn a lot more so we can really get into those contracts, and I'd love to actually dive into some of the late game for tier 4 dungeons that we're gonna have to go find. Ultimately though, once I have all the I think warfare, which will take a bit, but definitely maces over here, which you can't see because I put on my cat splash. Cat splash, be gone. Once we have all that and the survival, that's really my, not survivor, warfare, there we go. That's ultimately my goal for this playthrough. But of course, let me know what you guys think. It's always great hearing from everybody. I hope everyone is staying safe. I hope everyone is having a wonderful time. And of course, I hope to see you again soon. Take care.